His pants have been stolen. Also, he looks to have been eviscerated and chopped by giant claws. Though his possessions are still intact, you are in no mind to find out what happened here. Although, I could find some loot. Hello Reformers and welcome to Slay the Spire. This video is for charity in association with ChronoGG, and a third of the proceeds, including my percentage, go towards the ESA Foundation, which helps kids get into game design college. And if you buy this game, which is currently on sale on ChronoGG, then all of those proceeds will go towards that. Anyway, let us now start with a new character here. This is actually a new character that I've never played before. I think that it was still in development when I was playing Slay the Spire previously, and this is a combat automaton which became self-aware. Ancient technology allows the manipulation of orbs, and its special ability is Cracked Core. At the start of each combat, channel 1 lightning. Now I have never played this guy before, because that's the beauty of roguelikes in my opinion, just exploring and, discovering those new things. So let's start a run with the defect. And we're gonna just start straight up from the very beginning here. Alright, so let's take a look here. Okay, so where do we actually want to go here? There's a lot of question marks this way. I think that might be pretty fun to do, so let's go down the question mark route. Okay, so we have energy here, of course, and we have lightning. So lightning is, of course, new to me, at least. Anyway, passive. At the end of turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Wow, that's actually really good. That is actually really good, yes. And evoke. Deal 8 damage to a random enemy. Okay. Well, I don't need to evoke anything right now. Ah, I see. Evoke your next orb 2 times. Interesting. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what that means, so I guess we're just going to go straight up and just try to reduce as much damage taken as possible. As you can see there's the little bit of 3 damage from the orb, and we can channel 1 lightning using this Zap card. Channeling an orb puts it into your first empty slot. If you have no empty slots, your first orb is automatically evoked to make room. Okay, well, let's do that. Oh, look at that. We have 2 orbs now. Okay, I think this is actually quite dangerous for the opponent. I think I'm actually just gonna play defend cards right here, because we're doing 6 damage per turn now, thanks to our orbs, so that's pretty good. Okay, so let's just do this. So we can basically, play on the defensive as much as we necessarily need to, and now it's going to get even better because we have an additional orb here. Wow, I'm actually really surprised that it is given such fantastic abilities here. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not going to be able to kill this. I'm going to take a little bit of extra damage here. Shall we just play this and see what happens? Ah, there we go. We were actually able to take him out without him being able to deal damage to us. Okay, so now here's where it gets a little bit more confusing, because we have a couple of cards to choose from. Maybe we might not take any of them, because I know that in Slay the Spire, I obviously stopped playing it a while ago, but I did play it quite a bit off screen. And I know that a common tactic nowadays is to not take any cards and to reduce the amount of, draws that you're going to get, and get cards that are much more important to you. Anyway, evoke your next orb, channel the orb that was just evoked. That actually sounds pretty good. We could play an orb build. Again, I have no idea about any of the builds here, so we're doing this completely off the bat, and I think that's probably the most fun to play it. So let's do that. Let's try and play an orb build of some kind. Oh, upgrade 2 random cards and lose 15 HP. Shall we do that? I don't really think that's worth it, because it's going to upgrade probably some, slash cards, so just some random attack cards and everything. So we're just gonna continue onward. Maybe we'll get a chance to do something else relatively fun. So let's see what I can do here. Okay, so I'm gonna just defend here and then maybe use recursion. We don't have anything else. So there you go. Oh, there's a nice little bit of damage right there. And we still have 2 orbs. I'm wondering actually if there's going to be different types of orbs, because of course we just have lightning right now, so maybe there'll be a chance for us to use something a little bit different there. Okay, so I'm literally just going to use dual cast. And there you go, it's dead. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, so I think the only time that we're probably going to have a bit of a difficulty with this particular build that we're trying for right here is when the enemy gains some kind of buff from me attacking it. So, you know, it's not going to be a death of 1,000 cuts. It's going to be an enraging monster of craziness, and it's probably going to just one-shot me in some kind. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so we have Compile Driver here, which is deal 7 damage, draw 1 card for each unique orb you have. So, yeah, it seems like there are different orbs to gain, and this actually looks pretty good to me. Next turn, gain some energy, draw. So it's either card draw or defense plus energy. I think defense might actually be pretty good, so let's go for that. As you walk into the room, you hear gurgling and the grinding of metals. Before you is a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. From the center of the creature, you see glints of strange light, perhaps something magical? It looks like you can get some treasure if you just reach inside its opening. However, the acid and sharp objects may hurt. Right, so if we want to reach inside, it will cost us 3 HP. I think I'm going to have to continue onward. There we go, okay, we got it. We lost a little bit of HP right there, but what did we get for it? We got a Smiling Mask. The merchant's card removal service now always costs 50 gold. That's actually not that bad. I think that's a pretty decent item, so hopefully we'll be able to use it effectively enough. And I'm gonna... yes, okay, I'm a little bit worried here. I guess I'm just gonna play Recursion and Strike, and that's basically all I can do. And hopefully we'll get some zaps. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice zap. Let's play Defend and some Strike. There we go. And oh, I actually had an additional energy point. Yeah, see? That's exactly what happens. When I gain new cards, I'm just like, no, I have no idea what's going on. Yes, exactly. Okay, well, it's actually not even that bad, because I think we can actually kill this right now. Yeah, there you go. It's dead. So, no worries at all. Okay, so what's this? Sweeping Beam. Deal 6 damage to all enemies and draw 1 card. That's very powerful. Channel X Lightning and then exhaust this card. Channeling an orb puts into... okay, so... ah, right. Okay. So if we have 3 orbs, we can channel all of them at once and basically do massive damage. Okay, I get that. And then Compile Driver, once again, we've seen that. Okay, I'm going to go for Sweeping Beam here. In my opinion, that's seemingly much better. So I'm going to just take that. And now we can go to a campfire, or we can just go to a regular enemy. I think I'm going to go to the campfire because there's an elite right after that. And it might make sense. Ooh, look at that. I like the new design of the new character here. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so otherwise, I think I'm just going to rest. I would love to be able to upgrade one of the zap cards, but health is very important in roguelikes, as we all know, because if you don't have health, then, well, maybe you're playing a particular kind of build, but I'm not. Obviously, I'm playing a build that's kind of a bit more defensive at the moment, and yeah, I'm literally just gonna pass this turn because this guy's gonna take a little bit of time to wake up, and I'd like to try and power myself up as much as possible. So let's hope that we can actually start to do that by getting a zap in here, and maybe we can draw an additional card. Maybe we can get an additional zap or something. No, we're not that lucky, unfortunately, but we can deal some damage to him, and I think he's gonna be pretty difficult for us. I think he's going to do a lot of damage, as you can see here. We can do Recursion, and we can also do Dual Cast, which is pretty amazing. Evoke your next orb twice. That's really, really good. So I suppose I'm just going to do Dual Cast and Recursion. There we go. That dealt a lot of damage, but we are going to take a lot of damage as a result of that. Hopefully I'm going to get... ah, yes, I was hopeful for another zap there, but no such luck. So it seems like I'm going to have to literally just go full defense here, just to make sure that we take as least amount of damage as possible. There's another zap, which is nice. Sweeping Beam's obviously going to help us out a little bit. I was hopeful for another zap, but yeah, you know how it is. Sometimes that's just not going to go your way. But we do have 2 orbs now, which is nice. And I've got another charge battery here and another defend. Yeah, I think we got this. I think we got this, and hopefully we're not going to take too much damage. Ah, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so we're going to go for a zap here. A nice dual cast. And then recursion. And hopefully... I was hopeful for a kill there, but I don't think that's going to happen. No, oh, no, it did happen. Ah, I forgot about the lightning damage. The passive lightning damage. That's nice. Okay, so regular enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. That's actually a decent enough item. And, oh, wow. Auto shields. That seems like a pretty fantastic card. Unfortunately, it's not a power, and it's just a skill. I actually thought that it would happen every single turn, but obviously that's very powerful indeed. So we're probably not going to do that, but what about this? This is a force field that costs 4 energy, and it costs 1 less energy for each power card played this combat. I do not have any power cards, as far as I'm aware. Otherwise, what do we have here? Ah, interesting. Okay, so this is an additional orb that I will be able to get. I think I'm going to take that. I'd like to play an orb build as much as possible here, of course. We're going to rest once again, get back to full HP. And then we're gonna... Ooh, which way do we want to go? I guess we'll go this way and get this treasure chest. That's an oddly smooth stone. Start each combat with 1 dexterity. That's really nice. That's going to help with our block, of course. It's going to help make sure that we're going to stay alive. His pants have been stolen. Also, he looks to have been eviscerated and chopped by giant claws. Though his possessions are still intact, you are in no mind to find out what happened here. Although, I could find some loot, but there is a 25% chance that a monster returns, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be an elite. We are at full HP, so let's do it. You found some gold. Shall we continue searching? Couldn't find it. Really? We couldn't find anything? Okay, I was really hopeful that we'd find something there. Oh, we actually found it. Oh, wow. I'm really surprised. Looks like you searched all his belongings without a hitch. Well, it was good to take that chance then, wasn't it? Very much so. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Okay, so I'm thinking, on the one hand, I'd love to be able to go through here, but I'm a bit worried about fighting that big goblin with that huge club that always absolutely murders me whenever I play the first floor, so I'm not entirely sure if we're going to do that. We'll see. Anyway, let's use our charge battery here, I suppose. Actually, you know what? Let's just do sweeping beam first, because we're going to do a little bit of damage. Ah, recursion. Okay. I guess we'll just do that, and then this. I was hopeful that it would actually attack the other thing, but never mind. Alright, so well, we're getting cool-headed, so there's that. Passive at the end of the turn, gain 2 block, and you can evoke it for 5 block. Okay, evoke your next orb twice. Interesting. Okay, well, I think I'm probably just gonna do this. There we go, that was some nice damage, but now we no longer have the passive until we get Zap back in our hand. And there it is. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, we should be fine. We're reducing our damage as much as we can. And let's get another frost orb up here. We need to be a little bit more defensive here than I would possibly like. Evoke your next orb twice. So technically I could evoke this. I mean, it's going to do 21 damage. These guys are going to do 21 damage. We have 11, so we're going to take 10 damage. But if I evoke this frost orb twice, we're going to gain 10 block, which is exactly what we need. So I'm going to do that. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. So hopefully we'll then be able to just do this. There we go. And yeah, now I just have absolutely huge amounts of spare energy, annoyingly enough, which is not capable of doing that much. And I guess I'm just going to have to play these defensive cards here. I just want to make sure that we stay perfectly high in HP. Okay, so we're going to have to play recursion here and just take him out. Is that not going to kill him? Ah, apparently it didn't kill him. Oh, well, never mind, because we did have the opportunity to do that. Okay, so add a random power card to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. They've added a whole bunch of new potions since I last played, so that's really nice. Alright, so what's this? Claw. Deal 3 damage. All claw cards deal 2 additional damage. This combat. Ah, I see. So if you went for a claw build, which obviously I didn't, then that would be a pretty good way to do it. At the start of your turn, add a random common card into your hand. That sounds actually pretty cool, but Cold Snap sounds even better. Let's do it. There we go. Okay, so we are pretty high in HP. Do we want to take the chance of going down this road and fighting a common enemy and then fighting an elite and then another common enemy? That's going to be pretty difficult. So let's do it. Why not? Let's go for it. Alright, so we have Cold Snap already here, which is pretty nice. And it's only one enemy, which is, in my opinion, pretty good. Nothing to worry about too much. Okay, so evoke your next orb and channel the orb that was just evoked. Okay, so I guess we'll just play 2 of these. And there's a defend. Okay, I guess I'm just going to play charge battery here. And we're going to get some more energy next round. So hopefully... Oh yeah, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're able to deal massive damage to him. And... he's not going to run away yet, so I can play the defense card, because these guys have a tendency to run away, and we certainly don't want them to do that. As you can see, he's attempting to block us, and then he's going to run with our money, and I don't really appreciate that very much. So let's use this, and he's dead. There we go. Give me back my money, thank you very much. And what else do you have here for me? Gain 6 block. This card's block is lowered by 1 this combat. So basically, whenever you play it, loses some block. Genetic algorithm even. Gain 1 block. When played, permanently increase this card's block by 2. Aha! Okay, so that gets better over time, but it does get exhausted immediately upon use. So technically, if you got this at the very beginning of the run, I think you could probably make a pretty good card out of it, but at the moment, that's not something I'm going to do. So I'm going to go for Compile Driver, I guess. And we're going to go for the elite enemy. Oh dear. Well, these guys are actually not that difficult. They're just a little bit tricky to get around. Alright, so I guess we're just going to use Charge Battery here, and I'm just going to do as much damage as I can to this first enemy here. Because the others, they're just going to alternate. The middle one is now going to cast debuffs, and the other 2 are going to attack. Alright, so we have 2 lightning orbs right now, and I should probably cast another one of these in case I'm able to get something good. And I wasn't really able to get that much good, so I guess I'm just going to have to try my best. We're going to take a little bit of extra damage here before the first one goes down. If I had a bit more of a damage build, then maybe I would have been able to do that beforehand. But anyway, let's just get a couple of cards here. Oh, Sweeping Beam, that's nice. That will eliminate one of them at least. Evoke your next orb. Why not? Let's do that. I don't have anything else. Right, so I can do this. Oh, that was nice. That was really, really good. And then we can just use that. Unfortunately, I don't have any kind of defensive cards right here, so I can't play that. I am only going to take 6 damage. And this is the elite, do bear that in mind. So we are not in a bad place. Oh, there we go. And what do we get? At the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. That's actually very nice. And a dexterity potion as well. Not bad. Alright, so gain 9 block, gain 4 focus. Focus increases the effectiveness of channeled orbs. At the start of each turn, lose 1 focus. So you need to use your orbs very, very quickly to make the most of this. And otherwise you can get Glacier, which is going to give you 9 block and channel 2 frost. So you're going to get a huge amount of orbs from that. Huh. That is not going to help us to kill things though, so I'm going to take Biased Cognition here. Because at the moment we are pretty defensive, but we don't have that much in the way of actual attack. So we're probably going to need that. Okay, so let's just use this, because I don't think we're going to be in combat for more than 4 turns, are we? Maybe. And I'm actually thinking of... No, I don't think we need to do that. I don't think we need to do that. So I'm just going to attack and just, you know, trigger their armor. And, oh, that was lucky as well. We had our orb actually deal massive damage right there. Just thanks to it being dumb luck, really. Okay, so I guess we can just do another one of these. Ah, we're actually going to do that. There we go. I was hopeful that it would actually hit the other one, but it didn't. Alright, well that was easy enough. Not too bad. Okay, what do we have here? Whenever you play this card, reduce its cost by 1 for this combat. That actually seems very powerful. Does it get reduced to 0 though? That's actually pretty nice. Anyway, what do we have here? Deal 4 damage for each channeled orb and gain 7 block X times, depending on how much energy you have. I'm going to take Streamline, even though it's one of those cards that is kind of a little bit unusable because of its cost. I'm going to take it just for fun. Let's rest. And the boss awaits us. Oh, okay. Well, it's this fellow. He shouldn't be too bad, and I'm going to try and deal as much damage as I can to him in the first turn because he has Vulnerable on at the moment, but I am going to play Zap because we do kind of need to. And he's going to be charging up, of course. Okay, so do I have something that's actually going to help me here? Not really. Not really. I'm going to play this right now. And... I have literally nothing. I could play the Dexterity Potion. I guess I'm going to do that and just gain a little bit of extra block, and then I can either play 7 damage to get 1 card, or I can just do Dual Cast. But I am going to be dealing a lot of damage thanks to our passive here because of our focused cognition, of course. Shall we use the Power Potion as well? Oh, okay. Let's do that. Hello, world. Okay. Alright, so what do we have? Okay, so this is actually not even that bad. I think this is pretty good. And he's going to attack us, of course, so let's just use this, and we have that already, and we're just going to do this. We've got to make the most of our focused cognition here, because otherwise, bad things are going to happen. Let's draw some cards. Guess we just got to use Strike a little bit extra here. Let's do Defend. He's going to attack us for quite a bit. Okay, he's back there, so we need to do 40 damage to him to switch him into the next... Switch him into the next mode. Okay, so this is actually pretty good. That's going to reduce his damage quite a bit. Now, technically, what I could do is start to transition into Frost Orbs instead of Lightning Orbs. And that might make sense, but in the grand scheme of things, it's probably not, because he's just going to continue getting more powerful as time goes on. And if I continually do this, then it's probably not going to work out too well. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is... I have no block right now, so I guess I'll just do that. It's going to do a little bit of extra damage to us. And, oh yeah, we got Streamline back. That's really nice. That's going to transition him into the next mode already. And I kind of don't want to do that. Hilariously enough, I kind of don't want to do that because he's currently on the defensive. He's going to block instead of attack. And it would have been nice for me to interrupt him, but oh well, never mind. I guess we're just going to do... Actually, we could do quite a lot of damage to him, so let's just do this. And he's going to block a lot of this damage right now. I'm actually unsure. Yeah. He's going to block all of it, basically. So I guess I'll just use Charge Battery. Ooh, Hologram. What does that do? Gain 6 block. Return a card from your discard pile to your hand. I actually don't have anything in my discard pile at the moment. But I suppose I will in just a second, which I do now. So maybe that would be an idea. I'd like it if if stream, what was it again? Stream something? I think that would have been really, really good to have. What is it called? Streamline, yeah, that would have been really awesome to actually have in our discard pile right now, but maybe I can actually get that. No, I just got 2 defends. Okay, so these guys are going to now be... Yeah, it's now going to be dealing 2 damage per turn. And this is only going to give me 1 block. That's pretty awful. Okay, let's just do another zap then. And I guess we will just defend a little bit here. He's actually taking... Ah, wait a minute. Oh, yes. It's... Ah, okay, I see. So, yes. The Cognition card, that is actually a double-edged sword. As you can see here, it's actually now being detrimental to us by decreasing the effectiveness of our orbs by 2 every single... Well, not every single turn, but it's decreasing it by 1 every turn, and we now have 2 total. So, that is not good. That is not good at all, actually. Okay, so I'm going to play Steam Barrier here. He's going to deal 16. And I guess I'm just going to have to go all out on him because there's nothing much more I can do. And gain block equal to the number... Oh, wow, that's pretty fantastic. That is an amazing card to get right now. That's really, really good. Okay, so I can evoke this to deal 5 damage. Is there anything else I can do, though? Yeah, I can do these. I guess. Yeah, I'm dealing 0 damage now with my orbs, so this could literally be it. It might very well be it, but he is now going on the defensive, and unfortunately we are also kind of going on the defensive here, even though I don't really want to. I guess I'm going to have to play Charge Battery to gain some additional energy next turn. Okay, so he's obviously charging up now, so hopefully we can deal 22 damage to him. It's highly unlikely I'll be able to deal 22 damage to him. But I do have Leap, which is actually quite nice. And I have Streamline as well. Interesting, okay. Maybe I'll be able to do this. Oh, we're gonna gain a huge amount of block if we need it. But do I need it? I can deal 6 damage plus 6. That's 12, and then I don't have. I can actually kill him. I think I can actually kill him. I think, if I've done the right calculations. No, I haven't, because obviously he goes into that mode. But that's okay, because we've actually prevented him from dealing massive damage to us, and he's going to lose this block next turn. I hope. So, yes, I think that should be fine. Yep, that's it. He's done. Nice. Okay, phew. That was pretty nerve-wracking. That was pretty nerve-wracking. Even though it's only the first floor, do bear in mind that I haven't played this for a long time, and it's a new character. And the new character is actually extremely fun to play. Anyway, well, what do we have here? This is a rainbow, channel 1 lightning, 1 frost, and 1 dark orb. That sounds really cool. And then otherwise we have another power here, where we can draw 1 additional card at the start of each turn. That seems pretty good. And then otherwise, this turn your next power is played twice. So if I had Amplify and Machine Learning, then we'd be gaining so many cards. But I'm actually really intrigued by what these Dark Orbs are all about. Increases damage every turn. When evoked, deals damage to the enemy with the least HP. That sounds really fun. So I'm going to actually take that. And let's see what's in the treasure chest here. Nuclear battery. At the start of each combat, channel 1 plasma. Oh, okay, so... Huh. Plasma is another type of orb. That is very clever, isn't it? That is very, very clever character design right there. I'm actually very much enjoying this character. And if you have indeed enjoyed this little section of gameplay of Slay the Spire, you too can be playing it by heading to the link in the description. And, well, it's self-explanatory, isn't it? You know, you can get it yourself and have a grand old fun time. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.